我们敬礼，完成导师，敬了明和尚。
Homage to the Venerable Monk Liao Ming.
下家正空上师。
Homage to Master Sakya Zhengkong.
就是大法王卡玛巴。
Homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa.
大吉上师。
And homage to Master Dubten Dorji.
坛城山。
Homage to the three jewels of the altar.
敬今天护摩的主尊。
Homage to the main deity of Homa today, the heavenly king Vaishravana Yelu Jambala. Sumo Danchen Katso Duten City, all Dharma masters, Dharma educators, Dharma teachers, Dharma lecturers, Dharma assistants, directors of temples and chapters, and all disciples present here and over the internet. Good afternoon, how do you do?
I still 下来欧拉阿弥陀给格隆木球，すごい一番気持ちいい。住民やびプリンプリンこんにちは。现在通知大家，下个礼拜天是11月21日，11月21日下午3点 PM 是瑶池金母的护摩法会。瑶池金母护摩法会，整个瑶池金母呢，已经可以讲，已经讲过很多遍，
The mother many times.
现在从古代讲到现在。
So we've been talking about it from the ancient time until now. So that you are so familiar that you can fathom it, you can think of it. So in the past it's the same. Without Golden Mother, there will not be Grandmaster Lu. Without Grandmaster Lu, there will not be True Buddha School. Without True Buddha School, there will not be you. So that's the origin.
至于
As for
就是你要这个做功德主啊
whether you want to be a merit holder or primary supplicant, it's up to you.
介绍完毕。
That's the end of my introduction.
那今天我们做的是
Today we perform Vaishravana, the heavenly king, Yellow Jambala. I remember the Buddha once said, the Buddha spoke on the four heavenly kings, about the four heavenly kings, that the four heavenly kings can protect the whole country. Don't think that they are just the protective four heavenly kings. In my impression, I have this impression that the four heavenly kings had descended and protect the whole country. So the four heavenly kings are the Virudaka, Drashtarashtra, Vaishravana, and Virupaksa, the four heavenly kings. And their majestic power, the four heavenly kings, are the same as guarding or protecting this world. As I was riding on Master Do Hui's car to come to this Homa hall, in the middle there just drizzle of rain, but there are lights sparkling from it. And it got to the ground, and they all become gold bars. Therefore I said, that your wealth is going to be huge like the raindrops. And the treasure mouse of Jambala, the wealth deities of Tantric Buddhism, they all have the treasure mice. And when the treasure mouse opens its mouth, it would spits out lots of treasures, money, riches, gold, lots of them. So the rain showers today. So our wealth is as big as the raindrops. So get in the rain later. So I have said it that a drop is the same as 10 million. So I hope that each one of you would be extremely wealthy. And at the same time, you need to remember that when you're rich, you want to know, to be generous and to give. And that's the most important thing about practicing practicing wealth deities. Many people ask that in the precepts of the Buddha for the first and foremost monkhood is that you cannot touch money or riches. But it's okay. You can use chopsticks to get it. That's for convenience. Although the hands cannot touch money, but you can use chopsticks to touch them, or you can use shovels to shovel them.
事实上，你说这个，因为是有财，
And in reality,
让台湾的四大
because of money,
建立起来。
Because of money, that's why the 4 huge Buddhist groups in Taiwan can be established. As we saw on TV, the richest one is Tzu Chi Foundation. The second richest is for Guangshan. The third richest is Zhong Tai Zen Temple and Faku, the Flower Drum Mountain. Those are the 4 major Buddhist groups in Taiwan. The richest one is the Tzu Chi Foundation. So you say that they don't touch money? That's rather impossible. But they also do acts of givings. They do charity. They also do some public work. Nowadays, many foundations do public works. Like Hong Hai. Hong Hai. So Hong Hai also give money for the vaccination, so that's also for public welfare. And Tzu Chi too supported the vaccines. And our Buddha school too, we also want to do some public good, Like they donated 5 million pieces of vaccines. We can donate 1,000 vials of vaccine. You can donate a little. In the past, I say that we are a beggars group. But nowadays, even the beggars group are very rich. So beggars group become rich group, and there's a bank that's called Fubang. So practicing yellow Jambala has its meaning. If you have no money, it would have been impossible to have the 4 major Buddhist groups in Taiwan. So nowadays, to deliver sentient beings is different from before. In the Buddha's era, he was in caves of the Vulture Peak, and under the trees and between the cemeteries, and they live in caves. They live there. Nowadays, the spiritual cultivation are different. In the past, they went for alms begging like a beggar. But nowadays, groups of spiritual cultivators, they're all rich. They're also rich. They are richer than Mount Alis or Mount Fuji. They're all mountains. It's a different era now. That's why we cannot compare our modern day with the Buddha's era. So I hope that after you have wealth, you would understand generosity or acts of giving, which is one of the 6 paramitas. There's this joke that's related to wealth deity. Why? There are more women praying to the elder under the moon, because the elder of the moon is for marriage, because man should pray to the wealth deity instead. This makes sense. Yesterday, I joined the online competition for leaving out other people, and that was just me there. So it's like if you're being left out. This is smart. 2 lawyers went into a small restaurant and ordered some drinks, and then took out the sandwich from their office bag, and the restaurant waiter told them, "Sorry, you cannot eat. You cannot bring your own food." So these 2 lawyers look at each other, and they lift their shoulders, and then they exchange their sandwiches. So the lawyers are smart. Now we'll do the question and answer. From United States America, Boston. Lianhua Minqi. Your disciple wholeheartedly pay homage to our lineage root guru, living Buddha Lien Sheng. Please provide your guidance. 1. My cat recently died. During her last few days, she could not move, could not eat nor drink. She just suffered on her bed. So on her last day, I couldn't bear it anymore, so I took her to the vet and put her to sleep. And then later, I heard someone said that on the last days of our life, we suffer because we still have karma. We should not end their lives for them. So, Grandmaster, did I kill or did I help her? This is a big question. So even now we also have euthanasia, which is putting ourselves to sleep. So now let me tell you, Lianhua Minqi, your question is not a question. When a cat is suffering on her sick bed and you help her and take her to the vet and got a shot so that she can die, Why did I say it was no problem? Because you help the cat eradicate her karma. There's one strange phenomena, my own personal feeling or insight. We often say that everything is predestined because Buddhism talks about cause and effect. What kind of water do you drink? What kind of food do you eat today? It's all fixed or preset. That's my personal feeling. That's right. You're sick. Even that is preset. The cat was sick, and that's a preset or predestined. And it's true that she's clearing her karma. However, when the karma is about to end, then her owner help her get a shot. So the shot was predestined to end her karma. So you help her clear the karma. So she was supposed to get that shot. Now, do you understand what I meant? Her karma has been eradicated. So it's non-issue. You have helped that cat. That's a good thing. So my personal feeling is, how many storms will I get today? One morning, as I was dazing in a daze, Golden Mother told me, today you will receive I shouldn't say too much, otherwise you would be envious. Let's just say a number. Golden Mother told me in the morning that today you will receive $3,300. When I heard that, a red pocket of 3,300, wow. I jumped off bed and felt really happy. Because sometimes not on Saturday or Sunday, and not even that. And today is Tuesday. How can I receive $3,300? And because Golden Mother told me that, I thought, well, we'll see. So on that day, someone gave me. The first one gave me 100. The second one 200. Did I say 3,300? So that's 300. Where would the 3,000 come from? How can there be 3,000? Where would it come from? And as a result, it turned out someone made a phone call from Taiwan to a disciple in Seattle, give $3,000 to Grandmaster. They called and asked to give $3,000 to Grandmaster. So this person took out $3,000 from the bank, and when I was about to leave, it was night already, and I was disappointed because it was only 300, but Golden Mother told me 3,300. And as I was driving home, that person knocked on the window, and I took a look, and maybe nothing, no good news. And he or she give a red pocket and said, this is from so and so, from Taiwan. And I said, thank you. And then I know. And then when I got home, I opened it, and it is exactly 3,000. So then I had the feeling, a very strong feeling. Like how much will you get today? It's already fixed. There is it's preset. And because of that experience, I feel it very strongly. Everything is preset, predestined. So if someone said, oh, the money is there, that's fine. Oh, Grandmaster, this is your offering, and I'll put it there. Or I will give it to you later. I am always okay. No problem, because everything is preset. How much money will you earn in your life? They're all preset. And what kind of houses will you live in are all preset. The kinds of cars that you drive also preset. Don't force it upon anyone. Or even the ailments or the sickness that you will have are all preset. They're all predestined. Everything is preset or predestined. So one thing I regret, but I don't regret, but regret. Someone said that there is no regret in my book. You cannot regret because everything is predestined. Like now I read the Vajrasutra and I expound the Vajrasutra, teach Vajrasutra. They're all predestined. That's all preset. But after I read the Vajrasutra, I myself also gain lots of inspiration from it. I found that in the past, when I criticize others, that's I mind too much. I shouldn't. Like when I criticize the ghost witch. That's also because I'm too meddlesome. You know why? Because those who will follow her will follow her. And those who will follow Grandmaster will follow Grandmaster. If someone is predestined to have attainments, they will follow me. And if they are predestined to walk on the path of ghosts, they naturally follow her and then enter into the path of ghost. And yet I wrote those 5 books, so I was just creating problems for myself, like making work for myself, because those who naturally follow her would follow her because they have affinities with the ghosts. Why do I want to try so hard to exert to get them back on here, or on the right path to here? No need. With this, your one question, I talk so much, I say so much. So you help her. Because that's predestined. That the cat, lastly, had to get the shot, put to sleep, and finally passed away. And I don't know if you understand or not with my explanation. I realized that only Mahasiddha, the great adept, with the great the goodness or badness, can change their destinies. So what I was talking about earlier is the study of previous and future lives. Sakyamuni Buddha reject or does not accept the study of previous and future lives. Only great spiritual cultivators and doing great goods or severe badness can change your destiny. Everything else is within your own destiny. Everything is being determined by your own fate and destiny. You will not be able to jump out from your own destiny. So that becomes the study of destiny. So only a great spiritual cultivator and a humongous amount of goodness or a horrible amount of evil can change your destiny. Everything else is within the boundary of destiny. You need to understand that. The answer to question 1. Question 2. I have helped my cat to take refuge in Grandmaster. After she died, I chant Padma Kumara mantra and dedicate the merit to her. And I ask Grandmaster to Bardu deliver the cat to Mahatma Lotus ponds and register her for ceremonies. So, can I bury her ash in my garden? Because some people say that the ash of our pet being buried inside our home or the complex of our home will bring negative energy. And the pet will not want to leave the human world. So if you want to bury your cat in your garden, sure, that's your right. It's your own house. You don't bury it in somebody else's house. Legally, it's okay too, right? You bury your own cat inside your own property, that's fine. It will not bring negative energy. Let me tell you, one time I performed bardo deliverance. Every night I will perform the 1,000 Dhamma vessels bardo deliverance. But I don't bardo deliver animals. And I do bardo deliverance for animals at different time. I would place my hand on my left shoulder and I would chant mantra, and then my left shoulder would open like a box, and from inside it there would be lots of cats, white cats, yellow cats, black cats, multicolored cats, all kinds of cats. Whether you're a white cat or black cat, if you can catch a mouse, then you're a good cat. That's the phrase spoken by Deng Xiaoping, the former premier of China. So this would open and they all come out. And I keep chanting mantra to bardo deliver them. So if you have helped her take refuge, then your cat is one of them. Then they would be on my body and they would go to the Pure Land. All the cats would come out and be reborn in the Pure Land. And lastly, I would press here and chant. And then my shoulder would close and no more cats coming out. And not just cats, dogs, sheep, cows, all part of the zodiacs, including geoducks. Yeah, see, I got it. Geoduck. Geoduck. The clams. And snails. Whichever pronunciation. So all animals that you have mentioned, I have bardo delivered. All animals, chicken, ducks, goose, geese, swans, or they all have been bardo delivered, and I also do it every night. That's how I do my bardo deliverance for animals. So I create connection, affinity with all kinds of animals, even animals that people never think about, like shrimps or fish, tiny fish that we eat every day. And snails and turtles. I bardo deliver them. So any animals that have ever come across my eyes, I bardo deliver. So your cat is part of it. So that's my secret. I've never talked about it before. I would press or touch my left shoulder with my right hand. There's one thing there, and it would open, and all animals would come out from it, including those who I'm afraid most. Snakes. I'm afraid of snakes. I don't like how it moves. But they also come out from there. A huge group of them, and in coils, and the pythons, all kinds of snakes, all kinds of snakes, garden snakes, etc. So you have her register for refuge, and so they will definitely be reborn because cats are one of the object of my bridal deliverance. So if you bury at home, not a problem. That's your business, of course. You can bury. The next question from Lian Hua Defu from Taiwan. In Living Buddha Liansheng's book number 154, Oral Wisdom, it wrote, there is a tantric dharma that can allow one to see ghosts and spirits or gods, get a gallbladder of a buffalo or called the calculus bovis, and chant a Chundi mantra until the practitioner sees the calculus bovis to become smoke or fire, then put the calculus bovis on the ice and eat it. Then immediately you can see the ghosts and gods. The first question, does it have to be natural or can it be man-made? Second, how many times of Chundi mantra? And third, is it temporary or permanent? I'm dumb and never see ghosts or gods, so I want to try this method to confirm and strengthen my spiritual commitment. So can it be man-made? No. You need a natural calculus bovis. Is it expensive? Yes. Rarely found. So how many times of Chundi mantra? Seven 7,000 times. So 7,000 times is good enough. The effectiveness of this practice, is it temporary or permanent? It depends on the individual. Everyone is different. So that's my answer. Some people, because they want to see things, the master help them. And a dead person, the tears from a dead person, he's dead already, but the tears are still there. And you can take those tears and then place it on the eyes of the living person, and you would be able to see. Right, that's a sign of the spirit. And then he went to the market. You know, in the traditional market, you hang a pig's head, and he saw that those pigs transformed from human beings. He was so scared, and ever since he did not dare to eat pork anymore because the pig heads were human heads. So it's better not to see. Because after you see, you would not dare to eat a pork or beef or fish. Then you can eat grass. Two men were playing games, and the man asked, I always have this question.
手机和电脑电脑被发明出来以前，
Before the invention of cell phones, computers, and laptops, how the grandparents spend their leisurely time. What do you call that? Tablets. I don't know what they are, sorry. And the other said, I don't know. I asked my dad, and over 10 elderlies, they also did not know. Because at that time, they didn't have computers, cell phones, or laptops, or tablets. And let me tell you, I don't know. I don't know how to use them either because I have no time to check them out. I have a tablet. For she gave it to me, and I just placed it on my desk, but I never used it. It's been there for many years. I've never turned it on. And I don't have cell phones either. And when I go back to Taiwan, they need my phone number to contact me, but I have no cell phone. Like if you go back to Taiwan, you may have to stay in the quarantine hotel, or after 7 days, we want to keep contact with you. Then if I have to go home, then I have to buy a cell phone at the airport. I don't have cell phone. Did you ever see me carrying a cell phone? I have no computers. Sumo has several computers, and she broke one and she got a new one. So how did I spend my time together with the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas? So if when I'm bored, I would chat with the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. I am never bored. I don't have enough time every day. Shimu told me that this morning she took this round thing, and Grandmaster, you can use this for massage, like a black round thing. Have you seen it? That's for massaging. I was washing the dishes then, and Sư took that round thing. And when you have time, you can use it for a massage. And I said, but I have no time. And she said, why are you so busy? You should find time. You should find time for a massage. No, but my schedule is so tight. What time I have to do this or to do that, to do Bardo deliverance, or to chat which Buddhas or Bodhisattvas. When I see the black dakini, I have to join my palms and greet them every morning. I have to say good morning. And there's so many Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. When I see Ishichogal, I have to say, Ishichogal, how are you? very busy.
我的朋友多得很啊，
I have so many friends.
哪有时间拿那个东西在那边动动动动动？
How would I have time to
手机根本没
to
得玩，
massage
平板
myself?
也没得玩，
I have no time to play the cell phones or
小孩
tablets. So how come I tell so many jokes?
也问
It's 5:05. Oh no.
我们讲《金刚经》吧。
Now let's talk
正教
about the Vajra Sutra, Chapter 12.
乃至世纪纪等，当知此处
Revealing the right teaching. Furthermore, Subhuti, if any person at any place teaches even the 4 verses of the sutra, all worldly beings, celestial, human, or asura, should revere the place like Buddhist pagodas or temples, especially if the person can recite and completely uphold it.
非常好讲。
Subhuti, know that this is the first and foremost unexcelled and rare dharma to allow one to reach attainment. At the place where the sutra is, the Buddha and his respected disciples are also there.
不管是雕像、画
I
像，
just said it. I respect
不管
all
是雕像
the images of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, whether they're paintings or
做的、
statues,
瓷器的、金属
whether
的，
they're made of wood, ceramics,
我全部合掌。
metals. I join my palms and pay respect to
问
them
候他们。
and greet them.
家里活菩萨实在太多了。
There really are too many
太多了
Buddhas and Bodhisattvas at home at the tantric quarter too. So sometimes I just refer to the one at the center. When I see Guru Padmasambhava, I would say homage to Dorje Chorik
菩萨出去
and
敬礼
all.
遥指金母 诸尊，
Or hiking Avalokitesvara Bodhisattvas and all, and Golden Mother
所有的同学
and all the lineage gurus, or homage to all the youths, homage to Amitabha Buddha.
本称啊没办法，
I just call them
马上就要这样子做。
together.
早上起来我床
Oh, no way. As soon as I get in, I would do that. And when I wake up in the morning,
就遥指金母，
at the head of my bed, there is the tiger head,
这跟
golden
遥指金母
tiger head Vajra and Golden Mother. And I would say to Golden Mother, good morning. Tiger head Vajra, good
一
morning.
起抽卡在那里，
And then I turn around,
他讲
Ishichoka is there, and I say, good morning, Ishichoka.
讲 Good morning
And then good morning, Golden
上面有
Mother.
一件发生大事，下面
And then on top there's Guru Padmasambhava, and underneath Akala.
底下有金刚
And to the right Amitabha, and below Vajrasattva,
大威德金刚，
and here
下面有
Yamantaka,
这个
and
所
below
有的土地公地神，
all the earth gods.
通通都招呼哎，
So I greet all of them as I walk
然后他们有时候
along. I also greet all of them, and sometimes they speak to me. So when they speak to me, I would stand still and listen to what they say.
然后有时候统称敬礼诸尊合掌，
And sometimes I just do it together, homage to everyone,
跟他们
to everyone.
做顶礼，
And I visualize my palms become millions of them, and to pay homage to all of them. And then they would
跟我说，
give me spiritual responses, and they would talk to me. So I'm really busy.
尊重正教
Let me
问
tell
题
you.
蛇，就是尊
Revering or respecting the right teaching.
你不要看呐，
So respecting.
大力金刚
Don't
是佛十方佛日
think
啊，十方同香港十方同修会
Mahabala
上是那里，
is from the Dokjen Center, 10 Directional chapter from Hong Kong. I like this
那个年纪
statue.
在的时候赶快把它搬上来，
And I said, I like this.
放在厕所那边。
I want it at home.
我就给他搬回家。
And he when Lien Yin was here, he placed it at the
说
at the bathroom. And then when he heard that I was going to move it home, so he moved it up here. No, every day I just look at him. Whenever I get up here, I would always pay homage to him. Did you ever see me coming up to this Dharma throne without paying homage to him? Never. Never. I would come directly to the Dharma throne. I would always pay homage to him first. I really like this one. I like it so much. But so I'm 12, not 13. 12, revering the right teaching. Revere. I revere or respect paintings or wood statues or metal statues. Those are Buddhas. I also respect the sutras. I also respect all the Dharma implements. Moreover, the Vajrasutra. I have used the Vajrasutra to save ghosts. 九天因缘普化天尊 chase a ghost and with the thunders. And it was so thunderous outside. What's happening? I was writing my book and a ghost was hiding under my desk. And I asked her, sorry, Grandmaster, let me hide here. And I said, no, because the thunders, the lightning, around my house. What if my house became broken? 九天因缘雷声普化天尊 is like the thunder god. I know him. And thunders is around my house all the time. And then I saw that ghost under my desk, and the ghost is beautiful. She's a beauty. So I said, she said, Grandmaster, save me. So I took a Vajrasutra from the bookshelf behind me and placed it on her head. And the thunders and lightnings around my house continuously, like 30, 40 times. And then they left. They uproot or kill a tree in my property and then returned to report on the command. So I saved this ghost, and because it's such a beautiful ghost, I've never seen such a beautiful ghost. There are three kinds of beauties in the world. One is very bright, very beautiful, very gorgeous, or very seductive. And that ghost was very seductive. It's like a spirit. So I let her next to me, around me. So that's good. So she will not do bad things anymore. And because she did lots of bad things in the past, that's why the thunder and lightning gods chase after her to kill her. But I save her and then keep her on my side as my attendant. Revere, chapter 12. varying the right teaching, revere, reverence. I respect all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and ghosts and gods. So you respect ghosts too? Yes, as long as you're not the evil ghost. Of course, I still respect the evil ghosts too. I didn't kill those ghosts. Akala and Mahabala were the ones who killed them. Actually, I also respect the ghosts. When I sleep, there's a net covering me, and there are ghosts outside the net. And the ghost said, Grandmaster Lu, I want to bring you to San Francisco to see my master. They shouted at me, Grandmaster Lu, now I want to take you to San Francisco to see my master. What the heck? You dare to shout at me like that? And immediately, the sword of Akala was like the fan. Like propelling the heads of thousands of ghosts. I didn't do it. I was still laying in bed. And Mahabala too. Really. The Mahabala got out from my mouth. So that night, they shouted outside the net, Grandmaster Lu, I want to take you to San Francisco to see my master. That's what they said. I heard it clearly. But honestly, I'm still very respectful toward God, ghost, and even more respectful toward gods. And let alone to the right teachings, even more so, great reference. Every time I make a friend, I would ask Golden Mother, Golden Mother, can I make this friend? Only if she agrees, then I dare. So I always ask. It's not that I'm not disrespectful. I always ask first. Otherwise, it would have been bad affinity. If I didn't ask, that would be my bad affinity. So this is the chapter 12, reviewing the right teaching. So today we only talk about the title. Om Mani Padme Hum.